As most everyone knows, I grew up in the Crossroads Church, but I guess I was always going through the motions of just going to church events, and being around Christians, but I never personally really had a close relationship with God. And when I went to college, I went to church a couple of times, but nothing really spoke out to me. This past year, my boyfriend would always invite me to church, and while I didn't realize it at the time, I always had an excuse as to why I couldn't go. And one day, I was waiting at the bus stop, and I ran into a lady, and she was like, "Oh, are you from Africa?" And we started talking, and she invited me to her church. And I said I would go, so obviously I didn't want to lie. But at the same time, I felt bad because I had not went with my boyfriend, so we both decided to go to my church. And we liked that, so then after that, we started going to a different couple of churches, and until we found one that we really liked. And I guess that was the beginning for me, because after that, I no longer just wanted to go to church and just be the polite Christian, no bad behavior, but I really wanted to be a Christian who had a close relationship with God, where I could call on Him at all hours during the day and live for Him daily. So after a while, people started noticing a change in me, and I was telling my boyfriend the ways I was getting closer to God. And he just looked at me like, wow, and I guess he was surprised. And he had told me that he had been praying for me. And like to hear that somebody had been praying for me like that, that really touched me. And I was like, God must have really answered your prayers. It was at a time where I really needed God in my life, and I was afraid to call out to Him. He has used Crosswinds as a backbone for me. It has always been and always will be my church family. I know that at any time, if I call upon someone from the church, whether it be God-related or advice-related, I know that they will always be there for me. Right now, God is working in all areas of my life, especially with becoming a better version of myself, shaping me in ways so that I can live for Him. He died on the cross for me, and while I'm still exploring and working towards getting all of my questions answered, I'm ready for the new journey, and I want to be baptized because I'm working towards building a personal relationship with God, and I think that is the next step.
Crosswinds, I invite you to stand as we worship this song.